All right, so we're beginning chapter 2. We're going to look at writing and graphing inequalities in this lesson. Okay, so what is an inequality? All right, so we're not going to define all of these, but we are going to define this one right here. All right, so an inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares expressions. A mathematical sentence that compares expressions. Okay? Now, then, so that's basically what we're doing. We're going to be comparing values and comparing different sentences on both sides. So this is going to involve more than just an equal sign. It's going to involve these symbols that help us do comparisons. So then we will also be going over the solution of an inequality, the values that would make it true, all right, which is what this is. The solution of an inequality would be the values that make it true, and then the graph is the graphical representation of that solution. Okay. Now, as we look at this symbol right here, what is that symbol? What does that mean?
Less than.
Less than. Okay, so we're going to write is less than. You're also going to see it is fewer than. That's another way you'll see that expressed. Okay? Now, what is this symbol right here?
Greater than.
All right? So we're going to, that's is greater than. Or another way you might see it is more than. Okay. Now, this one, what is the only thing that's different with this one?
It has a line underneath.
Yeah, so when it has the line underneath, how does that change it?
It means it might be equal to.
So we would say is less than or what?
Equal to.
Is less than or equal to. We have some other phrases. You're going to see is at most. So whenever we see that expression, it falls in the same category. Or is no more than. Is no more than. All of those express that same idea that it is less than or equal to. I'm going to give you at most $20. So does that mean I'm going to give you $25? No, the most I would give you is like $20. It could be less, but the most I'm going to give you is $20. I'm going to give you no more than $20. Could be $20, but not going to be more than that. So this symbol is greater than or equal to. Is greater than or equal to. And we could also see it written as is at least. I will give you at least $20, maybe more, is at least. And the third way is no less than. No less than. I will give you no less than $20. Could I give you $25? Maybe. But it will be no less than. It'll be $20 or more. $20 or more. Okay? Can I scroll down? Yes? Okay. So on example 1 here, we're going to write our inequality. A number Q plus 5 is less than or equal to negative 7.9. Write this word sentence as an inequality. So is a number Q plus 5. So that's going to be this right here. A number Q plus 5. Now, is less than or equal to, so it's going to be pointing to the left, and it has a line underneath it. Is less than or equal to negative 7.9. Okay? So right here where it starts with the word is, that's where it kind of breaks apart into that middle thing, okay? This is where it's being separated. So you have a number Q plus 5 is less than or equal to, and then you have your negative 7.9. So this right here represents less than or equal to right there, okay? Are there any questions on that? Okay, good. Now, I want you to try 1 and 2 real quick on your own. Try 1 and 2 real quick on your own. Okay, how's everybody doing? All right, Amaya, what did you get on this first one?
X. And then the E is greater than sign. And negative 10.
A number X is at least negative 10
Yeah, with the line under.
with the line underneath it. Because we talked about is at least is going to be greater than or equal to. A number X is at least negative 10. All right, anybody else get that when you did it? Awesome. Are there any questions on that? Great. Okay. Now, number 2, Carmen, how did you do on that one?
I don't know.
Okay, so this right here says twice a number y. So if I take twice something, what am I doing like math-wise?
Times
Times what?
2.
2. So this says twice a number y. So how would I write twice a number y? Just basically what you said, but then put a y next to it, which would be what?
Y times 2.
Or just normally we're going to do 2y, right? 2 times y. Twice a number y, and then we have this middle part is more than. So how would I represent is more than?
Greater than.
Correct. Is this correct? Is that the right way?
No.
No. So it should be like this. And greater than, and then we have our negative 5/2. Okay? Are there any questions on that? Anyone? All right, all right. Now, on the next part, we're going to be looking at checking solutions. So tell whether negative 2 is a solution of y minus 5 is greater than or equal to negative 6. So checking solutions has to do with substituting, right? Okay, so we're going to plug it in to see if it is a solution or not, right? So basically we're saying, okay, tell whether negative 2 is a solution. So we're going to think, we're going to assume y equals negative 2. Okay, so please write that down because that's what we're doing. They're going to say, okay, test and see if y could be negative 2. So here's what we're doing. We're taking our equation, or inequality actually, sorry, let me redo that. So instead of the y, we're going to put negative 2 in its place, right? Because this is y minus 5, so we're taking out the y and we're putting negative 2 in its place. And then you just write down the rest of the inequality just like it's written. You just bring it all the rest of it down. So there's a question mark right here. Is this true or is it not true? Is this going to be true or not true? Well, so let's think. What is negative 2 minus 5? Negative 7, okay? So is negative 7 greater than or equal to negative 6?
Yeah.
Is it?
No. Yeah.
It is not, right? Because negative 7 is lower than negative 6. If you think about it like temperature, it's lower. So is negative 2 a solution? No, that's not true. So we're going to write no, it is not a solution. I need you to get your paper back out. Okay, great. Sorry. So we would write no for that right there. Okay, so let's look at letter B together. So on this one, they're saying, again, since we have y again, so you're thinking, all right, so this would be no, that's y does not equal negative 2. So could y equal negative 2 on this one? That's the question. So right over here in our inequality, we're going to take out the y and put negative 2 in its place. And then just bring down the rest of the statement just like it is. Okay, so now if you were to multiply that together, negative 5.5 times negative 2, we would get positive 11, right? Because a negative times a negative gives you a positive. So is 11 less than 14? Yes. So is this a solution? Yes, it is a solution. Okay. Now, it's not the only solution, and that's the thing you have to remember with inequalities, is there's actually a range of things that are going to be true. Okay? So then on number 3, could you guys do try number 3 and 4 and 5 on your own? Good morning. Yeah, here you go. Did you do these like I did? Mm-hmm. Let me see.
We're pretty good at graphing and stuff like that. I probably didn't do the parentheses, but yeah.
So I need you to do it like I'm teaching it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so go redo it like I'm teaching it. You don't have to erase if you can squeeze in what I'm doing. What you did is, I need you to be more clear. Because all we're going to do is use the parentheses and put that in there, okay? All right, so Chaz, what about number 3? So basically we're figuring, could x equal -5? That's the question.
I'm still working on the question.
Okay, so instead of x, what am I going to put in there? So I'm going to take out the x and put what in its place?
12.
Dude, tell whether -5 is an answer.
-5.
So instead of x, we take out the x and put in?
-5.
Correct. So put your parenthesis, put -5 inside there, close the parenthesis, then write out the rest of the problem. So how do I write out the rest of the problem?
12.
Plus 12.
Plus 12. And then, I think it says
Greater than.
greater than 7.
Yes. So now we have to do the math on the left side. So what is -5 plus 12?
7.
7.
Positive 7.
Mm-hmm. And then you bring down your greater than, and then bring down the 7 on this side. So, is this a true statement or false statement? Is 7 greater than 7?
No.
No. So that is not true. So could x equal -5 on this one? No. Right? Because 7 is not greater than 7. All right, so number 4. On this one, we're testing to see, could p equals -5? All right, so Daniel, what would we do here on this one?
Just plug in the negative.
Yes. So now what? What is -2 times -5? Positive 10. Because a negative times a negative. Now, what is 1 plus 10? 11, correct. So, is 11 less than or equal to -9? No. So that's going to be a no right there because of that. All right, so let me do this last one real quick. So on this one, we're doing n. Is n, could n equal -5? So we would put that here, replace it in there. -5 divided by 2.5 greater than or equal to -3. So what is -5 divided by 2.5? -2. Is -2 greater than or equal to -3?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So on that one, -5 could be a solution on that one.